I think it's a new change because it's the first I'm hearing about it. You know, when you went, you had to be 16, right? You can go now if you're not yet 16.
Really?
And what they do is it's like a credit recovery thing. You go to the challenge, you pick up as many credits as you can, and then you go back to wherever you were going to school and finish up.
Right.
I think it's a nice option, right?
It is really good.
Yeah, but I'm talking all this stuff about the challenge, and Dad's like, well, that doesn't sound like the program we heard about. So we start looking into it. It's like, oh, they got a new part of it. So I've got Catherine and Andre, right?
Governor Matt, good morning, nice to meet you. Appearing on behalf of Catherine Zamora as well as Andre Zamora. I'm standing in for the counsel of record on these matters, Stephen Dammit. Mr. and Ms. Zamora, do I have your permission to do so? Yes. Thank you. Furthermore, you two are co-defendants in this case. You understand that having the same attorney representing you presents potential conflict of interest for that attorney. Meaning that, your confidential information that one of you would have sent to me could possibly,
Compromise your legal position.
yes, compromise legal
Does
position.
that work?
That works for me, Your Honor. You understand that? And how, with that being the case, you are still willing to go forward with me, and it is your choice to have me as your attorney represent you. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Today is the date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. At this time, we have two separate plea arrangements for the parties.
Yep.
Catherine Zamora, Ms. Zamora will be pleading guilty to 2 charges of retail fraud in the 3rd degree. And that will be, we are with the consent of the prosecutor to 771.1. There will be a dismissal of one of the charges of retail fraud against her, and there was an agreed upon 6-month
Yep.
sentence. of that.
And we don't care which one goes away and which one we take the plea on?
No,
Okay.
no.
All right.
For this is for.
Yeah, keep talking. I'll tell you to stop when I can't catch up anymore. Keep.
He will be pleading guilty to 2 counts of retail fraud in the 3rd degree. Other, retail fraud counts against him will be dismissed. And there is a plea agreement, a pill and throat agreement to no jail in the matter. And that I believe covers both.
Sounds like it. I think so.
Mr. And can we do the 0934 because that has 2 counts?
Yes, that's what I was planning on doing. Yep. All right, so folks, did you discuss your rights and options with one of your attorneys?
Yes.
And did you both understand those rights and the options they give you? And do you each understand the possible penalty for a retail fraud charge? Understanding that possible penalty and those rights and options we just discussed, are you pleading guilty to retail fraud freely and voluntarily?
Guys, I just thought of this. Can we do this as a no contest plea versus a liability?
I got no problem with that. So if you plead no contest, you're literally saying to me, Judge, I'm not fighting the charge against you. Understood? For me to move forward with this plea agreement, I have to have a factual basis. I'm going to guess that Mr. Manugian can provide me a factual basis that will support that. Once I've got the facts I need, then we're going to move forward as if there was a guilty plea. The difference is I'm not getting the facts from your lips. I'm getting it from some outside source. Police report, one of the attorneys involved, somebody besides you two. You understand how the no contest plea works.
Yeah.
So understanding all of that, are you pleading no contest to retail fraud freely and voluntarily today?
Yes.
All right. So let's do ladies first.
All right.
So let me tell you what I got. I've got the August 1, 2025 incident. That file has 2 charges of retail fraud. That's what I'd like to take the pleas on. I've already issued the dismissal on the other file. Sure.
August 13th.
I got August 1.
August 1.
Are you on Catherine?
I'm on Catherine.
8/18, I've got 8/13, I've got September 5th.
Huh. So
If you have that report,
yeah, well, here's what I've got. Have you seen a complaint on this file?
I have not seen it.
All right. Let me, give me a minute. Let me review it. All right. Gives me a date and time, gives me location, Myers store on Belleville Road. Counsel, I think the complaint has the facts I need to support the plea, and I'll be happy to let you take a look at it. Take a quick review and see if you think it does, and then nobody's got to tell me anything on that.
Perfect.
Are you satisfied?
That's fine.
All right, so on Mrs. Zamora's file, I've accepted the plea. Please. So let me do a little bit of scribbling. All right, let's move on to Mr. Zamora's files. So that file I'm looking at, case number 25-0934, incident date on this one's showing August 1 as well, 2 counts of retail fraud. I'm gonna bet the complaint has the same information. And it does. All right, are you satisfied, Mr.
Yes, I am.
Manugian? All right, so already dismissed the other 2 charges. So now I've got no contest pleas on 2 charges for each of the defendants, and I'm ready to talk about sentencing.
Well, Your Honor, I was not anticipating sentencing today.
I can do a pre-sentence if
Have
you know your factual situation better than I do. I obviously have a more complete picture of who you 2 are and what the circumstances were if I send you for an interview. So I'll leave it to you. I'm okay either way. Let me get some water.
You just trying to get some water.
Um, you know what?
Hmm.
So, you just keep moving.
Let me just make sure that there's no, yeah, you don't need to be.
I just realized
Yeah,
that, well, let me clear my mind. Go.
Oh,
On.
Judge, or your client.
Oh, no. All right, Jeff, thank you for that opportunity.
You're welcome.
Miss Zamora, works as the general manager at Mums Crafters.
Okay.
She has no criminal history whatsoever. She is married to Mr. Zamora. They've been together for 6 years. Mr. Zamora is a member of a labor union, which the numbers I cannot remember.
Doesn't matter.
But he works in construction. He has no criminal history over the last 8 years. He attended college at Mid-Michigan, Community College. Judge, I think we sort of have, plea agreements on both of these. I would ask for probationary sentences. I would ask the court roll along with 771.1 as it relates to Mr. Zamora. And on top of that, they have a trip booked in which they are, to be leaving on Monday. This trip was booked prior to, prior to these cases becoming aware, them becoming aware of these cases.
Yep.
They'll be going to Biloxi, Mississippi for Christmas. I would ask that they have permission to.
Sure.
For,
Yeah, I got no problem with travel. Okay. All right. What merchandise is involved?
these were, trading cards.
Okay. Okay, and you've got no prior criminal history. And yours is 8 years old.
Yes.
What kind of stuff you got on your record?
Sorry.
Well, it makes it look yes, but I'm a felony, I'm a felony, domestic.
Okay, all right. Anything else?
Yes, the
Well, I think
prosecutor brought up a 1998 larceny charge that he has no worse left.
Okay. And what do you do? What construction are you in? How long you been doing that?
I've been off for a few years. I mean, I do side jobs with somebody as well.
Okay,
But yeah, I stay busy.
okay. All right. So counsel, retail fraud cases are always, if I don't have a, 18, 20, 22-year-old kid with retail fraud, I get people this age doing retail fraud, all my little alarms are going off. So this is not normal behavior for you. So what was going on in August that caused you to step so far out of your normal behavior?
With him, I mean,
Judge, I know where your head is at on this. I would say, based on my conversations with them,
Sure.
I don't think that that's a concern. I don't think that drugs and alcohol are
Okay.
a concern in this matter. I think that Mr. Zamora found a scheme that he thought was working for him. And he got caught and he's,
It's not working. Okay, all right. Thank you. All right, anything else, either one of you? Don't feel that you have to talk at all. That's why you've got an attorney, but if there's anything you want to share with me, I'm listening. Silence is okay. Yeah, I won't disagree with you. Okay, all right. Nothing else? All right, so first of all, let's get that out of the way. I'm okay with you traveling. And the restitution amount I've got for Mrs. Zamora is $1,328.71.
is joint and several between them as to that amount.
I've got two different numbers though.
So there's.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
There was an extra case that was only charged.
I see that. Yep.
Which,
All right, you understand what that means? So I can collect, the court can collect a $1,300 number from either one of them. But only he's on the hook for the extra $300 or whatever the math's gonna work out to be. And I,
60 something.
yeah. All right, she's got to put it all in the computer. All right, are you working? He's a contractor, but are you? Len, you told me that. Just checking to see if he was right. Gets quiet in here when I'm not talking. So Heather, what I'm doing on Mr. Zamora is on count one, I'm ordering restitution of 1328.71, and on count two, I'm ordering the additional 334.71. You got that? All right. Ms. Zamora, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to do the delayed sentence for 6 months. During that time period, stay out of trouble, no new criminal charges. I'm ordering the restitution amount that we've talked about 4 times now, $1,328 and change. Court costs are assessed the amount of $500. Mr. Zamora, on count one and count two, $300 fines and costs on each file for a total of $600. 2 days on the court work program in lieu of jail time on each file for a total of 4 days, and restitution amounts of $1,328 and change on the first, $334 and change on the second. Understood? Money. How much and when can we get it? I want my restitution first because that's victim, not court. So for you, it's $1,600. Can I just give you a due date? Because I really don't want to screw around with payments. Tell me when. All right. And how about the additional 600 for fines and costs?
Oh,
Yeah. So we got roughly 1,600 and,
For that.
yeah. All right. So both restitutions due by January 30th, because I like Friday due dates. Yes?
Yes.
And $600 fines and cost by February, we'll just call it 28th. Heather,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going slow. All right. And Mrs. Zamora, that means you got to come up with the $500 because he just said he's taking care of the 1,300. When? Okay. Now, if he doesn't pay the 1,300, you're still on the hook. Understood? Any clarifications necessary? All right. Good day.
thank you so much.
Oh, no, I didn't. There's one more thing I have to do. I gotta have these two folks go to the Van Buren Township Police Department with the fingerprints. Can you folks do that today?
Yes.
All right, so have the fee where you get you some paper, so when you show up, you hand the paper to the cop at the desk and they'll know what to do with it.
All right, thank you so much, Your Honor. Very good to see you.
Always a pleasure, Mr. Manugian. Good morning again, Mr. Gwitt.
Hello, Your Honor, Murray Gutman, on behalf of this defendant, Albert DeWitt, Jr. I don't think he's been arraigned, Judge, has he?
Let me look. No, way formal reading?
Yeah, waive the formal reading of my client's name.
All right. And what are we doing today?
Great.
Heather, do we have any dates with Van Buren? You already got it?
Done.
Oh, gotcha. All right. All right, let me put a bond together. We'll get you guys out of here. We got their notices already?
No, but wait and see how much you need to amount for.
I'll do $1,000 check, personal. All right, Mr. Gwitt, your personal bond conditions: number 1, stay out of trouble. Number 2, be in court for your court dates. Number 3, do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance unless you've got a doctor's prescription. Understand all that? Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to court, the amount of $1,000 if you mess up on bond? Any questions? Anything else? We're all set. Have a great day, guys. I signed that. Not realizing I was setting it for trial instead of taking a plea. So, Jamie, the pile to the right, we're waiting from IDC?
I have the names on this top.
Yes.
Yep.
That's the difference. These are no attorneys, these are MIDC.
MC's no counsel, and then they
Got
at the top.
Got it. Orlando Pierre Fees. Good morning. Hyphenated, Pierre hyphen Phils. Are you going forward today without a court appointed attorney? Did you understand that while I joked? Are you going forward without an attorney today? Not a trick question. You're standing there alone. Do you want an attorney to represent you? Okay. Then go talk to the attorney. Joshua Taylor. Mr. Taylor, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? And you've met with the prosecutor on your own. You made a deal. The paperwork tells me you're going to plead guilty to the added charge of allow unlicensed driver to operate a vehicle on October 31, and both the original charges would be dismissed. Is that your deal? You understand your rights and options? And do you understand the possible penalty for the added charge? Well, possible penalties up to 90 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court cost. Likely penalty is no jail. Understand? Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today? On that date, were you driving a vehicle at or near the airport? Metro Airport, to be specific. And on that date, did you have a valid license? Were you suspended, revoked, or denied? I'll accept your plea and I'll dismiss both the original charges. What's the status of your license now, sir? Good, got it back. Wonderful. All right, and are you working? Who do you work for and how long have you been employed there?
The campus been there for almost 3 years.
Where at? What do they do? It's a who? And it's called what? Oh, I thought you were saying Crave Canvas, and I'm like, Canvas? What's that got to do with dope? All right. Anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you? No magic answer. I'm just giving you a chance to talk. Okay. All right. You're probably about 20 minutes from here, where you live? Yeah, about 20 minutes, maybe a little longer. Yeah. All right, normally I would order work program on this one. I'll give you the option. So it's fines and costs are $500. And I usually order 4 days work program as an alternative to jail because nobody wants to go to jail. So I'll give you the option. You could do 4 days on our work program, which means you pick 4 days, and those days you got to show up here at 8 o'clock in the morning, go out and work with our crew. It usually works out to be like a 5-6 hour day. Or I'll give you a certain number of community service hours you have to complete, which means you got to find some nonprofit charity. You got to work with them. You got to get the documentation and get it back to us. Which option you want to choose? All right. So go downstairs. You're going to pay the 5 today, or you need to talk options? Go downstairs, talk options on payments, have something set up before you leave the building, and schedule your work days. No, you want a community service, right? Got it.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Let's do 30. So 30 hours community service. I'll give you until February 1 to complete and document. So if you come to me before February 1 and you need some time to finish, I'll probably say yes. If you need some more time to start, I'm going to say no. So don't put it off too long. Any questions? You all set? Have a lovely day. Jose Samano? Good morning, council. Your appearance.
We have the defendant, it's not on this present to my right, can you see?
Good morning, sir.
For an arraignment, pre-trial, for arraignment purposes, we're standing at wait for whole meeting.
All right, you've worked out a deal with the prosecutor?
It was in exchange for dismissal of the unlighted for the violence. My client is under agent to allow an unlicensed driver.
Good. Have you discussed your rights and options with counsel?
Yes.
You understand all those rights and the options they present? You understand the possible penalty for the added charge? Understanding all that, are you pleading guilty to that charge freely and voluntarily today? Did you drive a vehicle on October 20, 2025 at or near Metro Airport while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied? Counsel satisfied? So am I. I'll dismiss the original charge. What should I know before I sentence?
My client's taking this matter seriously. He has somebody with him today who drove him.
Good.
He's not operating anymore.
How far away from a valid license is he?
He does not.
Okay. Okay.
He's probation, the judge now, and we come to the court. We're dealing with some issues over. there.
Okay.
We've got some time to get all that.
Get all the ducks in a row. Okay.
Yes, my client is paying fines and costs to circuit court. We would ask that any kind of costs assessed here, that perhaps you could have a month to start.
Yeah, we'll work something out. That's easy. Yeah, it's easy to do that. You working?
Yes.
Where do you work? How long you been there?
I've been there for 3-4 years.
What do they do at BKJ? Concrete work? Doing any now?
Yeah, we still doing the last bit of routine work. Yeah.
Okay. Getting pretty cold for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Anything else I should consider? All right. Sir, I'm gonna find the cost on your file total $550. I'm ordering 4 days on the court work program as an alternative to jail. You want a due date on that money, or you want to set up some kind of payments? What's easier for you? Tell me when. Look at the calendar. Tell me when you can pay it.
First week of January.
So let's do it by the 8th. All right. So go downstairs and you can schedule your work days. Work program is assessed as an alternative to jail. So too many problems on work program, that's not an alternative anymore. Have a good day.
Thanks, Your Honor.
You're welcome, counsel. Dylan, is it Humberger? Good morning. Are you going forward today without an attorney? You've met with the prosecutor on your own. Let me see what we got. Would you, Miss Manarino?
Yes, Judge.
Good morning.
Morning.
On Barger.
Yes, Judge.
You've got a restitution to be determined. Are you
Yes,
gonna
Judge.
track that down?
I am.
Okay, all right. So if you're okay with it, what I'll do with the file is I'll go ahead and move forward today and just leave that open. So if you come back with a claim, we'll send it out to Mr. Humbarger, and then if he has a question about it, we'll have a hearing.
Okay, perfect.
That make sense?
Yep, that
Okay,
works. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, I'll explain that. So did you read your rights form? Did you understand your rights and the options they present?
No, sir.
You did not understand your rights?
I understand my rights, just not that.
Okay, well, for example, you have a right to go to trial.
Yes, sir.
If you decide to go to trial, you have a right to go to two different kinds of trial, jury trial or bench trial. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. That's all right. And the charge you're pleading to failed to report. You understand the possible penalty for that? Understanding everything we've just talked about, are you pleading guilty to that charge freely and voluntarily today? Did you drive a vehicle in Van Buren Township on September 21? Were you involved in a motor vehicle accident? Did you report that to the police as required? I'll accept your plea to the added charge, dismiss the original two charges. So what we're talking about is restitution. She'll reach out to the other party that was, the other car was involved, whatever. If they make a claim for restitution, let's say they want you to cover their $500 deductible or whatever, we'll notify you. I'm assuming we've got your good address on Beach Daily. We'll notify you and say, look, the other party's made a claim for $200. You can just say, fine, here's my $200. Or you can say, wait a minute, that's way too much money. And then we'll just set up a hearing. Understood? If we don't hear anything back from them, you're not going to hear any more from us.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you working?
Yes, sir.
Where do you work?
HPC Alliance Mobile and Novas.
How long you been with the company?
2 months, I'm going on 3 to 13.
New job.
Yes.
All right.
And,
Good to know people.
sir.
Okay.
This is-
All right. Anything else you want me to consider?
This board has turned my life around for the better for the past 3 years.
What'd we do?
You sent me to youth challenge, sir.
Did I? I don't remember. Man.
Uh,
When did, so 3 years out?
3 years out.
Good for you.
My first involvement with the law since, and I'm just want to say thank you, sir.
Good for you. Thank you. You just made my day. Might have made my week. We'll see how tomorrow goes.
Yes. Much appreciated.
Awesome. Awesome. So I got a kid. I just talked to a kid last week. Was it last week? They're changing the challenge, or at least I think it's a new change because it's the first I'm hearing about it. When you went, you had to be 16, right? You can go now if you're not yet 16.
Really?
And what they do is it's like a credit recovery thing. You go to the challenge, you pick up as many credits as you can, and then you go back to wherever you were going to school and finish up.
All right.
I think it's a nice option, right?
It is really good.
Yeah, but I'm talking all this stuff about the challenge, and Dad's like, well, that doesn't sound like the program we heard about. So we started looking into it. It's like, oh, they got a new part of it. Yeah.
That's actually.
So what have you been doing since you got out of the challenge?
I was working at a factory for a while, but I was still young at the time. I graduated around 16, 17.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for a hardworking job like that. Decided I want to keep my body good, fresh.
Mhm.
So then I was working Little Caesars Pizza still for a while. Then I finally talked to my dad. While I was a switch out of pizza, I was working at the airport janitorial.
Yeah. No fun.
Wasn't a fan, but it was
Yeah.
so kind for me. And then I talked to my father. He got me installing phones. Now I got a commission job making.
You're doing well. Good. So when you went to the challenge, did you end up with a diploma or a GED?
Oh, sir.
Good for you. Yeah. So where you living?
Beach, and Taylor.
Here's what I want you to do. We'll get back to business in a minute. Before you leave the building, I want you to go down. You remember Mr. Taylor?
I've seen him. Yes.
All right. Did you say hi?
I was going to, but I had.
I want you to go make contact with him and make sure he has your contact information,
Yes, sir.
because we might tap you to give somebody a sales job.
Yes, sir.
When I got some kid that's kind of teetering that I think he needs to go to the challenge and he's not really convinced,
I would love to do that.
I can tell. I can tell. Yeah. because it made a big difference for you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, you made my day, week. It doesn't matter what happens tomorrow, you made my week.
I'm happy you didn't remember when I came in last time, sir.
Yeah. All right, anything before I sentence you on this one?
No, sir, I appreciate you.
Okay, all right. All right, I'll just do fines and costs on this one. $350. Can you pay it today or do you need options?
Looking for options, sir.
Figure it out downstairs.
Yes, sir.
All right, all right. So you started yes, sir, and a no, sir, and I was gonna ask if you've been to the military. Now I know that came out of the challenge.
Yes, sir.
Good for you. Good for you. Always helpful. All right, go down and see Avery. You as well. Cleon Ellis. Come on up, Mr. Ellis. Mr. Ellis, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
Sir.
All right, but you talked to the prosecutor on your own.
Sir.
And the prosecutor sent in a piece of paper, says you're going to plead guilty to the checkpoint violation at Metro Airport on October 27. And asking me to take under a delayed sentence for 3 months. Did you discuss or did you read your rights form? You understand your rights and the options those rights give you? Excuse me. You understand the possible penalty for the charge today? Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? All right. Did you come in contact with folks at a checkpoint at Metro Airport on October 27?
What do you mean by contact?
Were you in a checkpoint line and ended up talking to TSA agents?
It wasn't the, well, yes, sir, clear, I thought that it got it.
All right. So at that checkpoint, did you have something in your possession that you were not authorized to have at that checkpoint? And what was that?
I got my gun in my pocket.
Yeah, firearm.
Yeah.
Okay, I will accept your plea. All right, let's talk a little bit. Have you got anything else on your criminal history?
No, sir.
All right, are you working?
Yes, sir.
Where do you work?
I'm sitting trading.
All right, how long you been with Amazon?
It could be a contact and they're trading.
Okay, second day?
Yeah,
Okay, that can't get much newer than that. Where'd you work before Amazon?
the airport.
Who were you working for at the airport? How long were you with Delta?
Not for a minute. For a minute.
6 months?
Over 6.
Okay. Anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you?
Would it be affect my job?
Will this affect your job? I don't know. I don't know how tight Amazon is. I'll tell you this. If I delay sentence, which I'm going to do, then this case is kind of in limbo for the next 3 months. As long as you stay out of trouble, no new charges, as long as you pay the money that I order you to pay, then at the end of 3 months, we're going to dismiss this. So if law enforcement runs your record, they'll see that on October 27, you picked up this misdemeanor charge. They'll see that there was a record made by the court on December, what's the day, 4th, and they'll see it was later dismissed. Everybody in the law enforcement, you know, in the industry, courts, law enforcement, they understand what that is. That means you entered a deal, got a delayed sentence, and it was later dismissed. But it's not a conviction on your record. So in the future, when you go fill out a job app and they say, do you have any criminal convictions? You can honestly say no, because I don't have any criminal convictions. I pled guilty, but I don't have a conviction anymore. You follow me?
Yeah.
So you apply for the FBI down the road, they're going to be talking about this. You know, Amazon runs your criminal history for some reason because they're considering you for a management position, for example. This won't show as a conviction. Does that help?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other questions?
No, sir.
All right, so like I said, I'm going to delay sentence for 3 months. That means you just stay out of trouble. Court costs are assessed in the amount of $500. Can you pay that today?
Based on,
Go downstairs and make arrangements. Did you talk to the prosecutor about getting your weapon back?
yes, sir.
Okay, any questions? All right, downstairs. Fernandez Smith. Mr. Smith, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
No, I'll definitely have a turn.
You want to talk to an attorney?
No,
Oh, you talked to an attorney. Your file's in the wrong pile. All right, we'll wait for Mr. Starr. Good morning, Mr. Hadley. Is it China, Dawson? Is that how you say that? Come on up. Ms. Dawson, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? Prosecutor says you're going to enter a plea of guilty to the added charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a vehicle on the date of October 15, 2025. Is that the deal? Did you read your rights form? You understand your rights? Understand the options those rights give you? Do you understand the possible penalty for the charge of allow unlicensed driver to operate? Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty to that charge today freely and voluntarily? All right, did you drive a vehicle on or before or on that date at Metro Airport? At that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied? I'll accept your plea to the added charge, dismiss the original charge. What is the status of your license now? Reinstated? Wonderful. And are you working? Where at? Oh, great. How long have you been with the post office?
About 10 years.
Good, good. All right. Anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you? All right. All right, so Ms. Dawson, fines and costs on your file, $550. I'm ordering 4 days on the court work program as an alternative to jail. Can you pay the $550 today or you need to talk options? Options?
Yeah.
Talk options downstairs, and downstairs is where you can schedule your 4 days on the work program. Any questions about work program or anything else? Good luck. You're welcome. Yes.
We have to move it at the end for jury powers. There's one on each. Can I have that?
Sure.
Yeah, look at that. Okay. Yeah.
Well, we can also, like, this picture, retouch discovery, the disc was cracked and we also get it today. Doesn't play, so something.
Okay. Let us know.
We just can't keep, kicking it out. We got-
No, I don't want to kick it out.
Walton?
Kimberly Kuziak. Did I get it right? Kuziak?
Yeah.
Walton, like the Walton family? Are you going forward without benefit of a court-appointed attorney today? Could you scratch Walton? No problem. All right, looks like you met with the prosecutor and you made a deal. Okay, says here that you're gonna plead responsible. I'll do it on the civil infraction. Plead responsible to double parking. You've agreed to pay fines at cost of $150. And upon payment, I'm gonna dismiss the original 2 charge. Is that your deal? All right, and can you pay the $150 today? Wonderful. Do you have any questions? Goodbye. Go see our cashier. Same to you, ma'am. Have a great day. Just go downstairs to the counter, this end of the counter, that's where they take your money. Thanks.
Here, you should have to do that.
You got that one.
Here, you want to speak.
Diallo? Good morning, sir. Are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? All right. I've got a piece of paper that says you've talked to the prosecutor, says you're going to plead guilty to the added charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a vehicle on October 27th. If I accept your plea to that charge, the prosecutors asked me to dismiss both original charges. Is that your deal? Did you read your rights form? Did you understand your rights and the possible, or did you understand your rights and the options those rights give you? Do you understand the possible penalty for this charge? Up to $500 fines plus court costs, up to 90 days in jail. That means 0 to 90 days. Okay. And understanding that, are you pleading guilty to this charge today? Are you doing so freely and voluntarily? Did you drive a vehicle on that date at the airport? Yeah, on that day. Were you okay, and at the time you were driving, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied? I will accept your plea. All right. Are you working?
Yes,
So who do you work for and how long have you been employed there?
I've been 24 years in that amount. And I do, extended, so.
Okay. What's the status of your driving record? Driver privileges. Are you still suspended?
But I'm valid.
You're valid. Good man. Good man. Anything else I should know before I sentence you?
No.
All right, fines and costs, $500. I'm ordering 4 days on the court work program as an alternative to jail. Can you pay the $500 today or do you need some options? Talk downstairs, talk about your options. Any questions about how the work program works? You schedule those days. On the 4 days you pick, you have to be here at 8 o'clock in the morning to go out with our crew.
like, go downstairs and, like a payment installment or what was that?
Two different things. You owe me $500 and 4 days. Go downstairs and make a payment plan and go downstairs and schedule the 4 days. Any questions? Have a great day.
Spanish is way more than English.
Mhm.
I'm thinking maybe an interpreter.
Okay.
He might.
In this courtroom, the judge carefully listened to every detail before reaching a decision. The court showed patience, fairness, and respect for both sides, while ensuring that accountability remained at the center of justice. The judge's words reflected the importance of responsibility, self-control, and respect for others. Rather than acting on emotion, the court relied on facts, evidence, and the rule of law. This case serves as a reminder that justice is not only about punishment, but also about protecting victims, encouraging accountability, and maintaining public trust. The courtroom once again demonstrated why fairness and law matter in society.
What began as a normal morning commute quickly turned into a terrifying road rage encounter. A woman testified that a driver aggressively followed her off the highway, pulled alongside her vehicle, and pointed a gun in her direction. According to her testimony, the driver mouthed the chilling words, "I will shoot you." Despite the brief encounter, she told the court she was 100% certain she had identified the right person. The courtroom then heard details about a photo lineup and the investigation that followed. In the end, the judge found enough evidence to move the case forward for further proceedings.